Hey, Tom here, Flip Anything USA. Kind of hastily getting started here. Uh, so, look, got a lot of emails. More and more people getting on to the getting the free app or signing up for it. That's great. I think it's wonderful. Um, it's funny. I'm trying to find out more about my viewers. Okay. Uh, I know a lot of you have never gotten started yet. I know a lot of you have maybe your home, and I can relate to all of you. I just remember being 19, being hungry, wanting to make money, and I know exactly what that's like. Bear with me. I'm doing something here. Jeez. So again, I'm in pursuit of trying to find out best time to run this open mic stuff. I want to know, look, I got various levels. I got people that really that are actively doing some real estate, that want to like take it to another level, okay? And even I can even put myself in that. I'm always trying to take it to a better level. Uh, Things get in the way. The more property owned, I feel like an octopus, okay, with just like 100 tentacles, each one being a piece of real estate. And there's always something. There's always something. And of course, the more money you got, the easier it is to take care of that, because you got management, which I kind of tend to handle all my own management because I don't think anybody does a better job than me. But it's also getting good trades in place to take care of things when things break or go wrong. And it's Sunday. It's about probably around 9 on the West Coast, 11 on the East Coast. And I'm sorry, I got to get my laptop set up so I can see the comments from you folks. All right, there we go. So, I'm motivated here to try to help anybody I can. I really don't even care what level you're at. If you're already made some money, or if you want to make some more money, or if you never got started, I always I kind of feel for you guys that hadn't got started yet. Okay, and I especially the younger you are, I know how it is. So, first thing I want to tell you right now, I don't care what age you are. There's a book called I think it was called Pathfinders or Passages by Gail Sheehy, and I didn't read the whole thing, or if I did, I forgot most of it. But basically, what it was, it's a self-help book, and it's about people that go through things in life. Like maybe you go through, first time you fall in love. Some people don't fall in love first time till they're 40. Some people have it when they're 15, right? So it's just as tough or traumatizing to have that happen when you're 15 as it is when you're 40, or it's the sensation is the same, okay? Or maybe a death. Oh, yeah, I dealt with a death myself here in the last 2 years. Hardest thing I've ever dealt with, and it's the closest it ever hit to home, And so nobody knows when you're going to experience certain things. Everybody hits different things and experiences different things than other people. I got lucky, okay? 19 years old, my eyes were opened to real estate. A lot of people don't get that experience, okay? Now, I actively hustled and looked for opportunity because I came from pretty modest means and, had parents split. I was motivated to make money very early on because we went without. That's just all. great life, no complaints, awesome dad, awesome mom, separated, but I wouldn't trade my youth. It really was fun. We had some tough times. There was some painful stuff too. But the bottom line is, I wouldn't trade it. And that's really the best thing ever if you don't have any regrets, right? And you know what? If you become a success, I don't care how rough your life is right now, if you can transmute that, whatever tough or whatever, they say that, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I believe that. And I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day, okay? And I got great kids, I got smart kids. And one of my kids' friends, a buddy, Michael, and he's sharp as a tack, great kid. And he's a year younger than my boys. And I mean, man, the kid knows politics. He picks up a guitar, he starts playing the guitar. He's just a great, smart kid. I love him. And, it's funny because there is, we all kind of hit our stride at different times in life. You never know when you're going to do it, and when things are going to click for you. And so, what I was getting at is, I was lucky enough at 19 years old to, get my eyes opened up on real estate. I had an agent say, "You want to buy this property?" And I'm like, "Look, I got long hair down to here." Right. So yeah, I don't know. I've never had that happen before. Anyways, man, the YouTube live streaming has not been doing so well lately. No idea why. I'm told it's bad, and then I go back and I look at it, and it looks like it came out pretty decent to me. Anyways, so look, it's Sunday night. Maybe a lot of people aren't up for having a discussion tonight, but I'll go ahead and rattle off what I got on my mind, and maybe you guys can comment. So, I get people that have written me about different things. I know a lot of you appreciate, a lot of you get inspired because you guys know that, you know what I mean. You can't fake real experience, right? And I know whether you're a savvy guy and you've been around, I've got a lot of interaction from folks that have written me, guys that are pretty savvy, that can appreciate my experience, and then I've got guys that don't have any experience at all, but they understand, they trust me, I guess. They understand that, look, I'm just sharing what I know, and really, you're all equally important to me. I want to help everybody how I can, but I can tell you, particularly those guys that hadn't got started. I mean, look, I was kind of getting to it earlier before the stream got interrupted. You got to know that you can do it. You gotta know that you can do it. Some people just can't believe they can do it. They have such a tough time. And it's like riding a bike. It seems impossible when you first begin. You're afraid to get hurt, you skin your knee, you skin your arm, you stub your toe, whatever happens. But then all of a sudden you're rolling along, and whoever's helping you ride that bike for the first time, and all of a sudden, you think they're still hanging onto the bike, but they're not. You're rolling. You're moving on your own. You're balancing on your own. Well, guess what? That's real estate. That's real estate. You're afraid of the unknown. We're all fearful of what we don't know, okay? Some of us more afraid of what we don't know than others. I don't really have that much fear about the unknown, and I think it's because I've had to deal with uncertainty so much of my life that I just don't get shaken by it. You know what I mean? I don't get shaken. I like to know. Believe me. I'm a businessman, so I don't like uncertainty. I really don't, and nobody does. And but when some people are just paralyzed with what they don't know, and I get it, and I kind of get it. I'm not quite so built that way, but what you got to know is you got to have confidence in yourself. And listen, it doesn't matter what you do. You maybe have a good personality, maybe you don't. Maybe you're skeptical, maybe you're not. Everything about you makes you a different individual, and you bring certain qualities to the table by being just who you are. Now, you may not have the ideal qualities every time, but if you have confidence in yourself and you genuinely want to make a deal or do something, believe me, that comes through. So forget about trying to put on a false sense of confidence or a false sense. Just accept who you are, and when you talk to somebody, be honest and say, look, yeah, I want to buy this, and or whatever. You don't have to pretend to be more experienced than you are. I have people that sell. I manufacture. So I have things that I manufacture, and certain salespeople that sell stuff that I manufacture. Look, I tell them, I say, look, don't pretend to know the product. If you don't know it, if you don't know the product, then just tell them what you do know about it. Tell them that you know that, hey, this is the one that everybody else, this is the one that is the most popular. This is the one that people buy because they like it. The people that actually want the product, that can utilize the product, this is the one they choose. Rather than BS them and say, oh yeah, this is the one you need, because believe me, just like I think, real comes through. It doesn't matter if I'm, unshaved and my hair's a mess and I'm wearing a t-shirt and, I don't have to look like the richest guy in the room. Maybe I am the richest guy in the room. I don't have to look like the richest guy in the room. But you know what? It's what comes, when I verbalize and what I discuss and when I talk to people, they quickly get, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about, right? And that's what matters. It's just being genuine. And if I don't, and listen, and that's why I tell people, don't try to pretend to be smarter than you are. Just be who you are. And believe me, because people appreciate it. Somebody comes up and says, hey, Tom, man, I'd like to buy a house and I don't really know what to do. Or, hey, can we make a deal? Look, I'm like, okay, yeah, let me figure out how we can make a deal. Let's figure out how you can buy this place. This is somebody maybe buying something from me. If they're bullshitting and they're trying to act like they're big or have more money than they have, I'm like, come on, man. Come down to earth. Stop, okay? You can't bullshit me. I know, okay? But if you just come to me and you're real and you're saying, look, man, how can I buy this? And I'll say, okay, let's figure it out. Let's see what we can do. And believe me, I've helped somebody. I had a massive home that I actually added. I had 4,000. God, I added 4,000 or 4,400 square feet to a house. And then I ended up selling this thing a few years later. But I had somebody that was honest and came to me, and they just genuinely said, oh man, we want this so bad. And they had to sell their house on a contingency to buy the one that I was selling. But you know what? They were just, and I had other people that were just kind of BSers trying to make a deal, and they just weren't being quite honest about it. This woman was genuinely honest. I want the home, Tom. I really want the home. I've got to continue, and I worked with her. I stretched to make it work so that she could get it. And that's what honesty will get you. When you're honestly talking to the person that you're going to buy from, they appreciate that. They just appreciate it. And so you can say, look, I ain't got the money now, but I'm going to have it down the road. Or, sometimes you just come down and be honest, because believe me, just remember, when somebody has something to sell, they want to sell. They want to sell. They want it. They want the deal to go through. And if you seem helpless, then of course, then it's not going to happen. But if you genuinely just, have a path that can make it there, or you talk to them honestly, at least maybe they can help you find a path to get what you want. Then it can happen. So, anyways, but I guess really I'm just kind of rambling tonight. But if anybody's got any questions or anything they want to talk about or they want to handle in the future, or I know that we got a lot of people that are getting confidence. They realize that, hey, I can do it too. And really, that's probably what I should just pound into your heads tonight, is that you can do it. You can do it. And you can be much more successful than you are. If you're already successful, let me tell you, you can be much more successful. You can be I can be far more successful than I am too right now, okay? I can be. I know I can. But I also know that there's a price. There's a price, okay? Now, I've got 4 kids, and I like to spend time with them, and I'm very, very, you know what I mean? I've already made enough money. I feel like I mean, I did that before I even started having kids. I made money. So I was already fairly, very comfortable when I started having them. Now, I start doing the math, and I start thinking, oh, geez, I got to make money for these kids and my grandkids, and you know what I mean? So I put a lot of pressure on myself to make a lot, and I probably just do it to motivate myself. But really what's precious to me is being able to spend time, you know, with my boys and my daughter. I got 2 daughters in college now, but I always want to take time with them as much as I can, and as much as they can now. I'm kind of at the mercy of their schedule, it seems. But if you're already younger and you don't have any babies yet, okay, man, that's freedom. Okay, my dad used to tell me, son, please don't get married till you're 30. Don't settle down until you're 30. And the best advice he ever gave me, you know, and it was because my dad, he had 3 daughters by the time he was like 24, and then his wife, kind of a loon, left him, and he raised 3 daughters by himself. And I mean, you know, this is a guy, 24 years old, and he's ironing dresses and packing lunches for 3 daughters by himself. These are my sisters that are removed from me by a mother. I have a different mother than them. But man, you know, I don't want to be that guy. But sometimes you find yourself in those shoes. And I had a beautiful father, and you know, he met my mother, and then he had me and another girl, and my sister. So you know, everybody's life is different, and you got to work with what you got. That's just the bottom line. You got to work with what you got. But you know, if you haven't already settled down, and listen, it's not a problem. You can already have kids, and you can, you know, but you just got to work smart. You got to work with the circumstances that you got. And I'm telling you, assignments are a great way to make a pile of money. It's the easiest way to make money without having any money. But a lot of times, the guys that have the responsibilities of a kid, man, they're the best. They're the best because, man, they understand responsibility. And so they're more serious about making money. You know, you get some people that are single, and, you know, they got to just play. They got to play. And I was very serious. I mean, I was serious way early. And because I didn't want to be poor. I didn't want to be poor. And I know you don't either. And so, but I think the additional responsibility of having a kid may open your eyes early on that, oh man, you know what? Because I can tell you the beauty of having a kid. If you never had a kid, let me tell you the beauty of having a kid. Nothing ever will be as important to you once you have a kid. You have a kid, all of a sudden it's like nothing else really matters. You know what I mean? As long as your kid, your child is safe, nothing else really matters. And so you when somebody's upset, or, you know, I mean, you can have a problem with your girlfriend if you're not married or whatever, none of that will ever bother you as much again. Nothing. Your dog dies. Be devastating. But when you have a kid, it's not as devastating, because what's more important is you have this baby to take care of. Okay? That's probably one of the biggest things that'll strike you more than anything once you have a kid, is that nothing could be more important to you than that. Now, translate that into, gee, I want this little baby to go to college. Gee, I want this little baby to have the best education. I want this little baby to live in a good neighborhood. You know what I mean? These are all the things that you can derive strength from to keep yourself on the straight and narrow, to make money, and to get ahead, and to be serious. And, you know, maybe not hit the bar after work every day, or maybe not, you know, whatever. Spend so much money on whatever you spend money on, or time that you spend money on. You know, it gives you more of a purpose. Okay. Now, I was already very, very stuck on the straight and narrow, making money, just simply because I had tough, not much money when we were kids. We did not have money. It was not good. So I knew I didn't want to be poor. So I was already very, very on the straight and narrow, as much as I'm going to make money. I'm not going to, I don't want to be poor. Okay? So wherever you get the strength from, just grab it. Just take it from whatever motivation you can get, you know, because the bottom line is you can take that and you can utilize it to keep yourself on track, make money, and you can make money. So anyways, anybody got a question, you want to talk about anything, It's open mic. Uh, I've had a few emails this week. Some people that already are, buying their, have already bought quite a few properties, and they want to go to another level, and they're anxious about the app. If you haven't, the app that I'm going to be giving away as soon as I hit 1,000 requests for it. So be sure, if you haven't already, Tom at Flip Anything USA. Write me at Tom at Flip Anything USA, and just write Android or iPhone in the subject line, and then I know what you got, and I'll let you know as soon as we release it. And then you can, and again, totally free, not asking for anything. I'd like you to share your success. I want people to. I just want to help people be successful. That's what makes it worthwhile for me to do this. I'm not selling books or seminars, and I can tell you right now, my advice is don't even go to. You can go to a free seminar and it's really free. Too many people project these or advertise these seminars as free, only to entice you to come in, and they're trying to get in your wallet, and it's sad, and it's terrible, and it's disgusting. It reminds me of timeshares. People that try to sell timeshares. It can be a pretty low group, let me tell you. They try to bring you in, and then they try to capture you, and anyways, it's not. I don't buy timeshares. Okay, I can tell you right now, don't buy timeshares. Waste of money. Because you'll spend after you buy one, you'll spend all the rest of your time trying to get out of it. Okay, and I've never bought one, but I've been to the spiels. Okay, and I do the math on them. They don't make any sense. So, anyways, I don't even know. It says we got poor communication here, so I don't even know if anybody's seeing this right now. But I just want to tell everybody, listen, have confidence that you can do it, because you can. I've been very successful, but I certainly haven't been the most privileged. I haven't had the best education, and I haven't had the best of circumstances. I don't come from money. So if you can relate to any of those things, and I think most of you probably can, then hey, there we got something in common right away. And now, what I do have is I have a keen interest in making money. I want to make money. Always have, ever since I was young. So I've been very focused on that. And now because I can't relate to not being focused, I don't know if that's hard for some of you. But just think about the pain of not being successful. Think of the pain of not having money. It's not fun. It's not a pretty thought, when we all usually know what that's like to some degree, right? So anyways, I'm gonna call it a night. Flip Anything USA. Please share, subscribe, send the email, Tom at Flip Anything USA, and please share it out with your friends. Please like the videos. That helps me rise. That's the only thing I'll ask you for, right? I'll ask you to like the videos, and please share. Get people to come in here. I'd appreciate it. And like I said, we're all gonna have. You're gonna get a free gift here pretty soon. And I'm anxious. I already had some people that have been watching me here for the last 6 months that said that I've motivated them to take the first steps. They bought property, and some of them made money, and that just makes me feel good, because it makes it worthwhile. It just makes it worthwhile. I can't measure my success from this video program other than maybe seeing subscribers' interest. That's like how I make money on deals. I can measure the success by the money and the profit that I make. Well, doing this YouTube stuff, all I can really measure is how many likes I get, or how many subscribers I get. And I told her we're doing very well. But anyways, I'm a numbers guy, so I measure it that way. But anyhow, I'm gonna say goodnight. I'm actually very tired. So Flip Anything USA. Be sure to share and subscribe, and please like the videos. And if you haven't, please send your email, Tom at flipanythingusa.com, and just write Android or iPhone in the app, and then you're on the list. You're going to be notified as soon as I'm ready to release the app, which Android is ready, but I'm not ready. We're going to wait till we have 1,000 requests for it. So anyways, that's it for now. Tom here. Thanks for watching. Good night.